If you've already created a travel request and you need partial reimbursement before your trip, you'll need to create your expense report before your trip. In this scenario, we want to use some of the funds from your travel request, but save the remainder for additional expenses once the trip is complete. Log into the Employee Self-Service portal and click on Travel Management, then My Trips and Expenses. Next, choose the All My Travel Requests tab. Here you'll see all your travel requests with relevant trip details. Under the Expense Report column, click on the blue Create next to the trip you're working on. If the word Create is still a light blue, it means the travel request is not yet fully approved, so you cannot yet work on this item. From there, the system will pre-populate the fields on the main screen from your travel request information, so this information should look familiar. You may confirm your trip details and override any field as necessary. Okay, let's click on Enter Receipts. Since the trip has not yet taken place, we want to deduct any expenses from the estimated costs line and add new entries to indicate specific expenses that need reimbursed now. In this example, the traveler is requesting reimbursement for their conference registration and airfare. As you can see, these expenses equal $1,150. The estimated costs are adjusted to deduct that amount. Then click New Entry and enter a line item for conference registration with its amount and details. Then click New Entry and enter a line for airfare. Once the expenses are entered and the estimated cost is reduced, click on the Save Draft button. You will need to attach any receipts and backup documentation for the expenses you are claiming. Click Previous Step and we'll go back to the main screen where you can attach your receipts. Click on the Attachments button and follow the steps to upload your receipts. After you have attached each of your receipts, be sure to click the Upload button. You'll see the number indicator on the Attachments button update as each attachment is added. At this point, you can click on either Save a Draft or Save and Send for approval. If you are a travel assistant entering this information for a traveler, or the traveler but you are not yet ready to save and send for approval, you can use Save Draft. If a travel assistant creates and saves the expense report, they must verbally tell the traveler to go into the module and save and send for approval. If you are the traveler and are satisfied that your expense report is ready for payment processing, click Save and Send for approval. If your expense report is equal to or less than your initial travel request total, this will go immediately to accounts payable without further approval process required. The Display Expense form will display or print the expense report. The following screen will appear acknowledging that the expense report was saved. Please refer to the full travel module training manual for additional details and guidance. Still can't find your answer? Reach out to the Accounts Payable team at 724-738-2210 or travel@sru.edu.